Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys all doing? I hope that you guys are all having a beautiful day, night, wherever you guys may be in the world, and I hope that you guys are taking care of your energy as such. Today we're going to be talking about the new moon in Aquarius, so woo woo. And we're still in Aquarius season as of now, and if you're interested in looking at the Aquarius season 2021 video, as well as the previous readings for the full moon as well as new moon, like the Capricorn new moon, go ahead and check that out, because all of that will be listed down in the links below in the description box, as well as the comment box below. Be sure to check out the comment box, because that is usually where I will list more information regarding the video, as well as links to channeled music for the day, and also just links to overall previous videos and playlists. Okay, so thank you so much for all that are newly subscribed and who has joined the Sugar Fam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your presence alone is very much appreciated, as well as to the OGs who've been rocking with me since the beginning of this channel. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the OGs. But thank you. I'm in a place of just gratitude. I'm very thankful right now as far as what I have in my life, for what I did have and for what I will have. So I'm just kind of like taking it day by day, staying present as much as possible, which I do advocate for here on this channel, is to stay present as much as possible, because that is when we receive the most in general as far as guidance wise. Okay, but it's great to reflect on the past, to process the past, and apply that wisdom that we learned to the actual present moment. That way we can make better decisions in the future. So this is like about realizing, I feel like this Aquarius new moon is about processing things that happened within the past, because we are still in the process of Mercury retrograde. We're in the thick of it. Mercury retrograde will officially end around the 20th or so, like of February. Okay, so just keeping that in mind. As well as I found out that Mars, which is the planet for the divine masculine energy, is going to be moving into the house of Gemini fairly soon, within March, as well as Venus is moving out of Aquarius into the house of Pisces in March as well. So lots of things that are happening in March, as well as the spring equinox, and it's just something to pay attention to, because I feel like there's some significance happening around the spring equinox in general for twin flames if you're on the twin flame journey. Okay, so all decks that I'll be using will be listed down below in the description box as well, if you guys are interested in the decks that I'm using. Keep in mind that like Mercury retrograde does affect the throat chakra, so I've been heavily influenced within the throat, and I've been getting activations within there. So it's just been kind of crazy few weeks. A lot of transformation, ascension symptoms, very much so. Go ahead and check out my chakra videos, because I did post a new chakra video for each chakra. I did a series because I felt like, you know, now is the time to really focus on the Kundalini rising, as well as the chakra system being activated heavily, which is why it's probably contribute to why you're feeling a lot of ascension symptoms of any sort. So if you feel guided to, check out those chakra videos. Okay, so what is going on for the Aquarius new moon? I'm tapping into the Aquarius new moon for the twin flames. Ooh, Four of Cups. Yep, so there's that focusing too much on the past. Okay, needing to release that. Then we have Seven of Cups. Yep, decisions, making lots of decisions. Eight of Pentacles, working hard. I need 3 more. Clarification for the Four of Cups. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, wow. Closing of cycles now, huh? Wow, Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this is perfect. Okay, and feeling a lot of earth signs coming through in general. So like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you don't have to be. It's just overall the energy that I'm feeling. I did say spring equinox is normally near like Aries and Taurus season. Okay. One more clarification for the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of fruit, a lot of emphasis on fruit. So if you guys are seeing fruit like apples, grapes, or stuff like that, or just fruit in general, I feel like there's this abundance or this fruitful abundance that's coming towards you, or something that you've been growing over time or working towards over time. Okay, so we have Nine of Cups. Oh, wow, beautiful. And then we have Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I love this energy, guys. Wow. Okay, so first of all, we have the Four of Cups, right? Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. All right, I love these decks. I haven't used this in a bit. Something that's standing out to me is this keys that are dangling right here next to the doorway. So it's just like, I feel like right now, possibly either the divine masculine energy or the divine feminine energy has been focusing too much on past things, or they're probably on this process of processing the past in order to move forward. Kind of similar to what I was stating earlier about how Mercury retrograde lets us slow down, has us think, and has us reflect in a way. Okay, so I feel like this is a time period of rest, okay? Especially with the Ten of Pentacles right here. This is about abundance. This is fulfillment. This is completion. This is like pretty much having the dream life that you've always wanted, basically. And also it represents stability or longevity over time. Okay, so especially with this Eight of Pentacles, if you've been working steadily at something, whether it's a hobby or career, whether it's a project, or even your spiritual growth or just mental health, whichever it may be, there's this prosperous, abundant fulfillment or self-fulfillment that is heading towards you. Okay, now the Seven of Cups lets me know that there's so much options to choose that sometimes it can be kind of wonky. Sometimes it can get you in your headspace when we have too many options as far as like which path that we want to go on, especially when it comes to like, do you want love? Do you want to focus on your financial front? Like, do you like, what is it that you are focusing on is what Spirit is asking is the most important thing right now. Okay, and then right here, Eight of Pentacles, I'm hearing apothecary. So someone who specializes in like herbs or herbology, or kind of mixing certain things together, kind of like if you were a child. And this is like for people who are kind of like witchy in a way, like kind of someone who grew up and like to mix things together and call it a potion. I feel like maybe that could be also a path for you, or if that's for someone out there who has been questioning that or has been kind of confused, like if apothecary or like opening up like your own shop, because this for me reminds me of like someone who wants to open up their own business, or someone who wants to open up their own store or some front, or just to sell, or you know, that type of thing, whatever it may be. I feel like this will be a personal fulfillment for you. Okay, so if you've been questioning on which direction, maybe self-employment could be a thing in the future, just for someone out there. And then since we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of this deck, we have like someone is getting pregnant. So it could be actual little pregnancy, or it can mean someone is giving birth to a brand new something, which is a brand new life. And the Ten of Pentacles is like coming together. That's like that unity. Okay, also you could be seeing a lot of animals as far as dogs or cats. Like dogs and cats could be very significant to you, even crabs or fish. Things that have to do with marine animals. Could also have Cancers in the house, by the way. And then the Queen of Pentacles is about stability. It's about grounding. It's about once it's kind of like that thing, like once earth signs, they make a decision, they stick with that decision, and that's something that they work towards no matter how long it takes. And that's something that I give to earth signs, is how committed they are and how loyal they are to a certain thing. Okay, especially when it comes to earthly items or earthly things, right? And possessions. So I feel like it's about, especially with the divine feminine energy, to get into that Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups mode, where you're nurturing yourself, focusing on self-love, when you are mothering, or not even just a mother, because there is also men who are divine feminine energy. You guys are just exhibiting some of that nurturing energy. You're giving back to yourself. And that's the important question. So you're asking yourself certain questions that definitely will benefit you in the long haul. So use this time, especially Mercury retrograde, to figure out what is it that exactly that you would like to do. What is your dreams? Like, what is something that fulfills you on the inside? Especially with this Nine of Cups, this is all about someone kind of like living the life that's just being in the present moment. Do you see how she's like meditating and grounding and is out near the water? Possibly going near water or even out in nature can definitely help you. I'm hearing the root chakra. Go ahead and check out the root chakra video if you are interested as far as this goes. For information, that's for someone out there. Okay. Now I'm asking for the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. What are specific spirit animals that you will be sending us for the Aquarius new moon? Fish, if you're also seeing fish, that also represents 777, which is wealth, prosperity, and good luck. I'm also seeing 888, 808, 818 coming through as well. 1111. Ooh, look at that. No way. 67, wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And just recently when we had the full moon in Leo, by the way, we just that was also known as the wolf moon, so go ahead and check that out because there'll be more information. But there's some significance from the wolf moon until now. So if you're seeing wolves, that is the canine energy, that is the divine masculine energy coming through. Okay. Let's see, turn knowledge into wisdom. I did state about wisdom, so turning things that were from the past into actual knowledge and applying it into the present moment. Okay, you could have experienced a lot of loss within the past or maybe heartbreak of some sort, but Spirit is asking you to focus more so on how you can heal that or bring or transmute that into something else. Okay, we have right here a bat spirit, rebirth is assured. I love that. Okay, wow. I love when we get the bat here because it represents someone needing to change their perspective in some form, but it also represents a spiritual awakening. And I feel like a lot of people on this journey have been going through another cycle, or like closing out one cycle in order to start a brand new one, especially with this 10 of Pentacles. You could be seeing 1001 or 1010 as numbers or an indication of that. So I feel like right now, especially with the divine masculine energy, they're experiencing a rebirth of some form. Ooh, lizard spirit, dream the world into being. So remember when I said like follow your dreams, or what is it that you're dreaming of, or like your ultimate dream? Okay, love it. Dream the world into being. Bring those dreams into reality. Okay, whatever it is that you've been dreaming of, like especially when you see this, it sees like this reminds me of someone who has a lot of dreams and a lot of talents but doesn't know which one to pick as far as direction wise. So sometimes that can cause a sort of confusion, okay, or inner turmoil is what we would say. But Spirit is saying, as long as you follow your heart or your inner guidance as well as your intuition, wherever that little voice is pulling you or telling you to go, that is the direction you should follow. Okay, so what is another spirit animal that you guys are sending us? You could be, again, 38 reduces to 11, so ooh, 25, learn from the past. I love that. And we have fox spirit, think on your feet. I love fox. Okay, elephant spirit, learn from the past, 25 reduces to a 7. I love that. So if you're seeing elephants, that also represents a remover of obstacles. You could be connected to Lord Ganesh of some form, because I'm feeling Lord Ganesh coming through as far as deity wise. But learn from the past is, like I said, learn from it and then apply it. So these two go together very much so. So you're taking the past, which is something that you've been hurting over or healing from for quite some time, and then you're going to choose to take what you learned as far as lesson wise, and then you're going to apply that, right? You're going to apply that with the 7 of Cups. You're going to think. The 7 of Cups is all about thinking on your feet as well, having so much options, being clever with your decision making, you know. So, and then once you apply that, then you're able to bring your dreams into reality, right? Which is this 10 of Pentacles. But right now, necessarily, there's a rebirth that is happening for this collective that I'm tapping into. Okay, so asking Moonology Oracle. Moonology Oracle, what can we give as far as guidance or astrology wise? What signs are showing up in particular that we are speaking to for the Aquarius new moon? Oh wow, a time to give rather than take. This is beautiful energy, and the fact that we have new moon in Virgo right here, new moon energy is great. And we have the heart chakra forming right here, so maybe even checking out the heart chakra would be beneficial for you as far as reading wise. But a time to give back towards yourself, okay? As well as if you're someone who hasn't really been giving so much as far as yourself lately, or giving. So what you give out is what you get back, okay? So it's, if you want more love in your life, it means to show more love, right? So show more love to yourself, necessarily. So it starts with you. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Wow. So I did mention Aries season, maybe some significance, as well as the root chakra. Check that out, please, if that is necessary for you for grounding. Have faith in your dreams. Oh my gosh. Yes. So purple. You could be seeing butterflies as well, even rams. But purple is the crown chakra activating. But I feel like this is like a fiery climax. Like the fight is not over yet, is what Spirit's saying. It says keep going, keep pushing, is what Spirit said. You may feel like you want to give up, but Spirit is saying keep going at it, because the minute you feel like you're about to give up and throw the towel in is usually when the moment your manifestation comes in. So it's just giving you a little tip. Luck is on your side. Wow, guys, look at that. Another new moon in Sagittarius, again with the red energy, the root chakra and the crown. But you see, you could be seeing bow and arrows, or just arrows in general. Arrows can be a significance to a compass, or you point like a moral compass pointing to the direction. So you see that says luck is on your side, and it's pointing to the dream, the world into your being. It's saying it's like when you follow your dreams, the outcome of it all is not as scary as it seems. Like, why does it seem like so poetic lately? Like with the messages, it's time to release negativity, Scorpio. A lot of crown chakra. So negativity. So releasing negative mindset, or just like old mindsets, old set of beliefs that you have of yourself, like you feeling like you're not good enough for something, you feeling like, oh, this is not for me, or it didn't work out this time, so therefore it's not going to work out this time. So it's like asking yourself that golden question, well, what if it does work out? What if everything falls through exactly like how you dreamed it would be? Then what? Like, it's about, are you going to be scared where you're going to run away from it because you feel like you don't deserve it, even though you've been asking for something for so long? I feel like that's relatable. As a human being, that's very relatable. Okay, I go through those moments too. So if anybody who's struggling with that, just know that you're not alone out there when it comes to this. So whispers of love. Should I? Nah. Okay, they told me to pick the wisdom of the oracle. Okay. All right. Wow, look at that. Breathe. And lotus flowers. So definitely check out the crown chakra, please. I feel like the crown chakra would benefit you, the root and the heart, significantly. Okay, and breathe. This is all about grounding, coming back into center. 29 reduces to 11. Beautiful energy here. Also connecting with water. I'm also feeling the crown chakra is opening or budding through, especially if you're seeing lotus flowers. That could be a significant sign as well. You coming up from the mud. This is that rebirth happening for you. Building blocks. Look at that. So things that you've been working towards over time. And then we have 29, 28. So there's a sequence. So you could be seeing like 10, 11 or like 11, 10. So this is about building up over time, slowly and steady. Also, this is about building foundations. So foundational work, like the root chakra, like I stated about your root chakra, or the things that you are building right now. You're building things for longevity, things that will stand or withstand anything, that will withstand the storm. It's kind of like similar to a lighthouse, being strong and sturdy to be able to go against the current or the water that hits the lighthouse over and over again. So especially you divine feminines, you guys are representing of the lighthouse, so you guys are strong. Okay. Oh wow, no fucking way. So we have the yin energy, so we have the divine feminine. Okay, whatever. So yeah, like I stated, divine feminine, you guys are strong. All right. This right here, since it landed on top of the Nine of Cups, you guys have been focusing on self-love or self-worth in general, or you know your worth. And if you don't, it's about time you start focusing on that, okay? But wow, the fact that this is like on top of have faith in your dreams and the Eight of Pentacles, things that you've been working hard towards, there's fruitful abundance towards that. Things are happening in cycles, okay? So it's important not to rush it. But the divine feminine energy, oh, I'm feeling that heavily coming through. Even taking like baths or spiritual baths or even showers or cleansing with water is very beneficial towards you. Even bath salt is great, or Epsom salts to help. Okay, one more for the Aquarius new moon. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Any more information for the twin flames, even divine masculine energy, because I feel like we have a lot of divine feminine that is coming through, but we have divine masculine with this wolf spirit. Okay. Wow, it's about the here and now. Okay, it's about being present. Remember what I stated earlier? You could be seeing 3223, past, future, learning from the past, applying it to the present moment. That's where the egg is. That's where the abundance is. The doorway that you're seeking is in the present moment. Okay, and the fact that we have learned from the past, and we have the past here, and we have the here and now, like, oh my gosh, this beautiful energy, guys. So it's just another further confirmation of what I was speaking about. The more you stay present, the more presence you shall receive, okay? Or the more guidance you will receive to move forward to the next direction. Then we have here 24, time for a nap, another fox spirit. Look at that. And it's on the moon and it's sleeping. So this could mean quite literally like someone, you guys just take a nap or get some rest. Like if you need to get rest, go get rest right now. Go lay down. Rest your head for a little bit, especially if you're going through ascension symptoms. You're definitely going to want to sleep more, especially when they're trying to give you these downloads. Yeah. Look at that. No place like home. 50. Oh, love that. Look at the house. This is like that Cancer energy, 444, okay? Even though it's showing 5 right here. But this is like coming back home, which is to thyself. You're coming back to yourself. Like coming back home to yourself. Especially if you're on a twin flame journey. You're coming home to your twin flame, because your twin flame feels like home. But you got to realize that your twin flame is a representation or someone that's a part of you. That's just outside of you. So when you come into union, or that feeling of coming into inner union, that is the most important part of the journey, is when you feel whole within yourself. First and foremost. Okay? It's like that compass energy, leading it back home. A home is a feeling, not necessarily a place. Okay? So asking guidance from the Whispers of Love Oracle. What is guidance that you can give to the twin flame journey, both divine masculine and divine feminine, for this Aquarius new moon? Look at that. Relationship patterns 12. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Oh, I love it. So both of you guys are asking to look at yourselves in the mirror, to address and process what it is that you could change. Like 555 energy is about that. It's all about change as well. So if you're seeing 5s, it represents the inner conflict or the inner turmoil that comes with it, especially if you're a fixed sign of some sort, or you have fixed sign qualities like Taurus, Aquarius, we're talking about that, Scorpio, we did see that, Leo, okay? So those signs predominantly have a harder time when it comes to implementing change. But that's okay, because sometimes change can be quite scary if it's something that you're not used to, especially if you're used to doing something over and over again, especially like a karmic cycle. That's something that you guys are closing out. But Spirit's asking you, it's not punishment. It's just to ask, like, recognize certain aspects that you've played out as far as role-wise within your relationships, whether it's family, friends, lovers. Learn from that past. Learn from them. And then being able to stop that pattern, or being able to stop it in its tracks and to redirect it somehow, okay? It's very important. Then we have be supportive, 45. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Look at that. This is also, look at that. He has this bow and arrow, and then there's butterflies, and then the rainbow. You could be seeing rainbow. This reminds me of Saturn back here with the ring, so something to do with Saturn or Capricorn energy coming through, or karma, karmic rewards as well. Be supportive. This is like building blocks. Like, be that rock, okay? especially towards your partner or to just people in general. Be supportive of yourself, like of your dreams, as well as like, this is also for, I heard divine masculines as well, like showing the divine feminine energy that you actually care, as well as like vice versa, divine feminine showing that you actually care. Like making efforts to change actually really does show that you care for someone, especially when it comes to yourself. Like if you're making changes, I always say to people, you can't force people to change unless they want to change. So that's a big lesson here, that the only person or the only thing you should be focusing on changing is only yourself, not anything else but yourself. Okay, and then everything else will follow suit as far as environment wise. Yeah, it could be seeing rainbows. Oh, look at that. Spend quality time together. Wisteria. Oh my gosh, guys. So the wisteria right here represents the marriage as well, like a marriage flower. But I'm also feeling like this moon cycle or this moon phase, you see the heart right here, something to do with the heart chakra and the crown. Listen and talk to each other. Learn to have equal give and take as far as exchange. Not just talking just to talk, but make sure you're listening to your partner or just listening to the other person's perspective, okay? Listening is very important, is what Spirit's saying. Learn to use your ears more rather than your mouth. Learn to know when to use your mouth versus your ears. So it's like finding balance of some sort. But there could be some physical time being spent in the physical for both of you, because I feel like this could be a thing as far as physical interaction or reconciliation. But I'm also feeling more so this is like in a dream state if you guys are meeting in the 4D or the 5D. It could be a spiritual connection that you guys are just meeting in the realms. One more. Anything more? Ooh. Oh wow, spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Wow, so you guys have many past lives together, and you see how connected you guys are at with the crown. So you guys are sending telepathic communication as well as remembrance about like, hey, do you remember me? Like, this is a connection. You could be coming across somebody or someone who you recognize a part of your soul tribe, as well as someone your twin flame, basically. So this is about you guys having a connection that goes beyond many lifetimes, that goes beyond just this life that we know. You guys are ancient souls. You guys been through so much together, and I feel like right now Spirit is guiding these two souls together in some form when it comes to the physical. So this is all about in a matter of timing. Oh my gosh. Yes, so we have right here 30, true love. This love is once in a lifetime. So the divine, look at that. We have like the moose and like the antlers, the stag. We have unicorns, which are from Sirius, or horses. We have this baby and this flower. So that's that pregnancy or giving birth, as well as fireworks going off, which is the chemistry between the both of you. Right here, it reminds me of music. So pay attention to music from the divine masculine energy, because the divine masculine is going to be sending signs through music or channel music towards you, divine feminine. So pay attention to that. But wow, this is lovely cards to get. Like, this is especially for your love life, twin flames. Like, I feel like this is very significant and something to celebrate. All right, so keep in mind that we also have the Chinese Lunar New Year coming pretty soon within this week. So it will be the year of the ox. So there's a brand new gateway as well to call that. Brand new timeline. Oh wow, belladonna, silence. Listen more and quiet be. Oh my gosh, no way. So I said listen more. Okay, you can find a lot of information within the silence. Especially, like, things don't always have to be filled with noise, all right? Learn to be okay with things being quiet. Learn to be able to decipher things beyond the silence, okay? This could also mean someone who is very quiet in nature, and that's okay. But this is about using your ears more, listening to the other person rather than speaking just to speak or to get your point across. Grounding. The beginning is where you need to be. So the root chakra again. I'm also feeling sacral, especially with that orange color. But definitely, like, the lower chakra regions are definitely being activated. Even your ear chakras are being opened, I feel. So maybe you'll start, your clairaudient abilities may be going up, being able to hear things, people, places, things that you don't normally hear. could be like, I can hear your soul song is what I heard. So it's like you can hear a specific song that your counterpart gives out, and it's something that it's only you can hear, no one else can hear. Okay, African violet. Spirituality, it's time to connect with what you believe. Wow. And violet is the crown chakra, guys, which represents the wisteria energy. All right. So spirituality, being able to focus and balance out spirituality with practicality, but as well as like, I feel like spiritually, like that's more so reflective of the divine feminine energy. You could also, receiving the violet flame could be a very big thing for you as well. Yeah, it's time to connect with what you believe. So especially for when it comes to divine masculine energy, since they're so practical, like being able to balance out and focusing on the spiritual front of themselves, or opening their mindset more on spiritual topics, or spirituality could be a thing as well. Okay, so this is about a time of learning, or just life learning. Oh, cyclamen resonation. Say goodbye to what you no longer need. Yes, so this is about saying goodbye to the past, all right, and being able to stay in the here and now. All right, very important. Words of love. Speak with your heart, heart chakra. Yep, words of love. So there could be a words of love exchanged, or communication between the both of you. Of optimism. Look up and look brightly. So this is about a time of releasing that negativity and just looking forward towards like things working out in your favor rather than things working against you, you know. So that's very important to keep in mind. So I love that so much. Definitely within communication. Now I'm going to ask, last but not least, this right here, which is words of love. Since they said words of love, I'm going to read some love messages from my personal deck right here that I created. Hopefully one day it would be really nice to create this into an actual, you know, deck, but so far it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get the message across. From spirit, or from the counterpart, I'm going to ask from the divine masculine energy, and in particular, divine masculine, what is it something that you would like to say today as far as the Aquarius new moon, and towards your divine feminine energy? What is something that you would like to say towards your divine feminine? See from a higher perspective. Yes, so this is about seeing from a different perspective, that rebirth is assured, that bat spirit. So see from a perspective of love rather than choose love over fear. Or choose to see the higher picture of everything rather than through just your lenses, is what divine masculine is saying. So divine masculine to divine feminine. Please forgive me. Oh, so like if there was some relationship patterns or certain things that happened within the past that maybe created some physical separation, or even arguments, or just in general, if you're upset with the divine masculine energy, divine feminine, they're saying, please forgive me. Please see from a higher perspective of it all, of why I had to do the things that I did. It says, I don't want to scare you. So we have divine masculine saying, I don't want to scare you. So it's like saying, I don't want, especially if they show you their vulnerable side, or show you sides that they're not used to showing, they don't want you to be scared. It's kind of like that Beauty and the Beast analogy. Like the beast was like, didn't want to scare Belle or anything. It wasn't in his intention. It's just that sometimes it can be kind of intimidating in some fact. So I feel like this is like the love that they have for you, or just they don't want to scare you in some form. I sneak glances at you secretly. So they're watching from afar. So especially if you guys are in person, you guys sneak glances at one another, or they just like to look at you when you're not looking. You could also be receiving birds as well from signs or synchronicities from your divine masculine. One more. You make me stutter over my words. Oh my gosh. So the divine masculine energy is like dealing, okay, that's also throat chakra issues as well. So them being nervous to speak with you. Yep, you give me butterflies. Yep. So they're very nervous when around you, and so they're kind of shy is what I heard. They said, I take full accountability for my actions and I'm on my way. Ooh, I take accountability. Wow. So it's up to you, Divine Feminines, if you want to forgive. But first and foremost, to forgive your Divine Masculine is to forgive yourself. Okay, so what are aspects that you need to forgive yourself in is the real question that we need to ask. Okay. And then for Divine Feminine, what are messages that you would like to give to the Divine Masculine energy? Divine Feminine for the Aquarius new moon. Divine intervention. Wow. So this is about Divine Feminines are working with the divine, as well as they are in the know-how of why, if you guys are in physical separation, why this has to happen, because it is divinely guided. So it's about releasing control, and as well as knowing that the divine has it in their hands. Okay. See from a higher perspective could also be another confirmation for, you know, spirit sees what all. Okay. They see further tomorrow than we do today. So keep that in mind. Please forgive. Okay, so what is I heard please forgive me. All right, Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine energy. Past life. Oh, so this could be a past life thing. What if you guys were separated in a past life? And this is something that the Divine Feminine energy is going to have to like forgive, because this is not just this lifetime. I feel like this is many lifetimes of like hurt or pain that you guys had to go through in order to like evolve or grow over time. But I feel like this is a divine intervention. This is a past life connection. You guys have gone many different lives or lived many different lives together. So it's a recognition of that. So Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. I'm writing songs and poems about you. Oh, that's so cute. So right now, could be creative in some form, Divine Feminines. You guys are writing about your Divine Masculine, journaling, or even poems, or writing music, or listening to music or songs that remind you of your Divine Masculine energy. So it says right here, I can see through your mask. So Divine Feminines are saying they can see through the mask of the Divine Masculine. So who are they kidding? So even if they like, they're trying to, like, it's kind of like the Beauty and the Beast. Like, the Beast is not always just scary. Okay, the Beast has a kind heart on the insides, but who is the Beast kidding? Okay, he just put a bunch of walls up so that no one can come through, because he was scared of vulnerability or opening up and getting hurt once more. So can you blame the Beast? One more, Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. Oh yeah, sometimes I say cruel things as a way to hide true feelings. So it's that recognition, it will always be you. Oh. So it could mean the Divine Feminines have probably said some hurtful things within this journey as well towards the Divine Masculine, even things that they probably don't mean. So this is them taking responsibility for the things that they've said or stated within the relationship as well. Okay, but it also can recognize that that they know that the Divine Masculine energy, they can probably say some things that they may not mean. And so Divine Feminines are saying that we can see through your mask. So whatever things that you're saying that is not really true, the Divine Feminine can decipher that as well. It will always be you. So saying it will always be you, Divine Masculine, no one else. Okay, meet me at the bridge. So this is about meeting, coming together, and bridge is also the 4D, which is the dream state. So this is about meeting in the dream state. But it will always be you. No matter what lifetime, the Divine Feminine will always continue to choose the Divine Masculine energy. If not, then that just means that there's a certain part or aspect of the Divine Feminine that they have to address within themselves. Because really, the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy is about you. It's about you coming into being whole within yourself. Okay? Of course, it will always be the Divine Masculine energy, because if you reject the Divine Masculine energy, like spiritually, you're just rejecting another, like a part of you. So the biggest thing that Spirit is saying, it's about facing yourself, facing your actual selves, and being able to actually like come to some sort of conclusion, or take what you've learned from many of those past lives, like even past lives, like there's a lot of things that happen within that scope. And I feel like more so like this is something that probably created some form of, what would we say, depression, or even sadness, or even anger comes up on this journey. It just, you feel every emotion possible on this journey. And I feel like it's necessary, because it's something beautiful that us humans have, which are emotions, which is being able to express emotions. Even if it's the most ugliest of them all, Spirit is asking you to be honest with yourself. Okay? Be honest with yourself and how you're feeling. If you're feeling low and you're feeling sad, then you're feeling sad. If you're feeling happy, you're feeling happy. If you're feeling mad, then you're feeling mad. There's no shame to that. If you're feeling jealous, you're feeling jealous. Okay? As long as you acknowledge what it is that you feel, you're able to process that, and then you're able to actually work through that and ask yourself, well, why do I feel this way? Why am I reacting in this way? Why am I triggered in this way? What is it that I can do to actually learn from this rather than to continue to repeat the cycle of the same thing over and over again? Sometimes it can be very easy for us to go into autopilot mode, and what we would say autopilot meaning doing things without much thought. Okay, it's like something that's a muscle memory, things that you do on repeat, and that's something similar to a cycle that happens over time. Okay, so Spirit's asking you, what is the root cause? The root chakra. What is the root cause for a majority of the reasons why you react the way that you do to certain situations, especially to your twin, because your twin is here to also trigger certain parts of you or aspects of you, especially things that you have not healed within you, and they're meant to bring that out of you in order for you to address right then and there. Sometimes we run from it because we're not ready. We're not ready for that change, and sometimes you have to be okay with that, because like I stated, you can't force a situation or someone to change if they do not want to change. Okay? It's about you just focusing on you, and everything else will follow suit, okay? And the things that are not meant to be with you as far as life-wise, or things that are meant to leave us for a season, were meant to teach you that lesson for you to use for the next step within your journey. Okay, so things that happened in the past were not meant in vain. Okay, so things will start to make sense in the end, especially when you come to a point of clarity. So sometimes I get it, because we're like, especially when you're in that cocoon, you're in that dark area where you don't know what is going on outside of you really necessarily, but Spirit's asking you to focus solely on you in that cocoon so that you're able to fly freely outwardly, so that way you're going to be able to see a different perspective or a higher perspective. Okay, especially that's what divine masculines are saying, and that's why they're asking for forgiveness. That there are reasons for why they do the things that they do. And then there's an underlying reason, especially when it comes to childhood trauma, for the reasons why we react the way that we do. So instead of getting angry at someone for the way that they choose to react to a certain situation or a trigger, try to ask yourself, well, what environment or how did this person grow up, or like what are aspects that this person grew up with that really made them into the person that they are? Okay? Say for instance, if someone has anger issues, for example, that is a root cause of anxiety, someone fearing something, but anger is just the product of that anxiety. Anger is just a symptom of anxiety. So a lot of people think that, oh, this person's angry, this person keeps getting angry. Well, what is it that they're fearing that's triggering them to get angry? There must be something that they're really scared of, either scared of losing or scared in general. So it's like seeing from a different perspective rather than just your own. Instead of just seeing this person getting mad or blowing up, well, why are they? What triggered them to? Or versus someone like, it's the same opposite thing, like happy triggers, like things that make people happy. Okay, so it's just learning to see more with clarity, to see more without clouded judgment is what Spirit is saying. It's very important. Okay, so much love, guys. Thank you so much for watching for my twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine. I hope that resonated. Let me know if it resonated or not in the comment box below. Go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm wishing you pretty much like a beautiful day and night wherever you guys may be. So stay safe out there. Okay, have a great time when it comes to the Aquarius new moon, and much love. Peace.
初めてのルーブルはなんてことはなかったわ。私だけのモナリザ、もうとっくに出会ってたから。初めてあなたを見たあの日動き出した歯車、止められない喪失の予感。もういっぱいあるけど、もう一つ増やしましょう。Can you kiss me one last kiss? 忘れたくないこと